Hello, my name is Melissa Prandi and I'm the President and CEO of Prandi Property Management. We're located in Marin County, just north of San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. So I'm here actually to tell you a little bit today about why you need to hire a professional property manager and a little bit about what we do as professional property managers. The most important thing is we're up on the market and we're up on the laws. We know the current laws and we know what's going on in the market today. We should be able to look at your property and tell you what the rental market would bear today in the situation if your rental comes up and you need to release your property. So why do you hire a professional? Well, oftentimes I'm talking to someone at a networking party and they come up and they say, oh, we're so lucky, we've had our tenant for 5 or 6 years. And I said, oh, that's great. Well, they always pay their rent on time. I said, that's great. When's the last time you've been inside the property? And there's a pause. And I said, well, we get the rent on time every month. We haven't been in the property in a long time. That's not a good idea. A professional company, and what you should know is you should be going through your property on an annual basis. We do what's called an inside property evaluation, looking to see if the smoke detectors are up on the walls and they're working. We look for conditions. We check to see that the tenant's taking care of the property. Before you go and sign another 1-year lease, you might want to walk through the property and see that they're taking care of your investment property. Good tenants like to stay on a 1-year lease. So part of what we do is we actually have a team that goes through your rental property, checking for the simplest things and also major things, making sure they haven't painted your walls blue or pink, because you don't want that. You want to keep things really neutral. So we're actually also really up on the market. So if your property is being rented and the person's been there a long time, oftentimes you aren't keeping up by raising the rent once a year. You don't have to raise it a large amount. Look at the market, which we do, and determine what's a fair annual rental increase. And that would be a really good thing. Don't all of a sudden wait 5 years and then think you're going to raise it a real large amount. That's not fair to your tenant, and it's really not the way you do it. Okay, so that's important. We look at the market very strongly, and we look to see where you are in the rental market. I just had a tenant, actually a set of owners came in yesterday. I met with them and they had really good tenants. We placed them a year ago and that lease is coming up. I said, okay, before we give another year's lease, have you been inside the property? And the owner said, absolutely. And we are really happy. They hired us to actually do the paperwork, which we have a service that we do that. So they came back, very happy clients, had us do all the new paperwork, and we suggested a small increase of $125 a month. So that still keeps them under the current market, and they're happy, and we don't take the tenant up to the current market, and we let the tenant know that. So, you know, the cost of owning rental property does go up. So we got to keep up with those rent increases as we go along. And it's really important to know that we also are up on when the rental checks are coming in. You got to make sure your tenant's paying on time, and if we have our rents due on the 1st and late midnight of the 5th, on the 6th day, get on the phone. Find out why they haven't paid on time. And we have a pretty stiff late fee, so they don't want to be late. It's really important that we are giving you your return on your investment. Who knows, you might want to buy another rental property. If that's the case, remember to call Prandi Property Management for professional property care and professional leasing services. We're here just for your needs, providing quality tenants and quality homes. Thank you.